Hey, welcome to the Dray Way. I'm very happy you are here. I got a good show for you today. Some things that we need to talk about. Yesterday was, of course, a strange day, filled with strange news. Of course, we had another Colorado school shooting where children were shot. And what a horrible thing. And then, of course, the whole thing with Charlie Kirk. We're going to talk about that next. Thanks for coming to the show. One thing you should know about the Dray Way here, you're going to get the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. So help me. So let's get started. Let's go! Welcome to the Dray Way. Look, I'm Drayton Nay. I am your host. And a couple of side notes I want to talk about first before I really get started. A couple of you have written into me asking that I start using graphs and charts. Yeah, that's not going to happen. There's lots of other people that do that type of stuff. I just don't care to. I don't want to sit here and point the pictures and graphs. If you want pictures and graphs, there's other people that you can watch. Now let's get on with the show. Look, I have to first of all mention once again another school shooting in Colorado, more kids getting shot, and more politicians doing nothing about it. But of course, I fully understand the hot thing in the news isn't children getting shot. Let me say that again. The big thing in the news is not children getting shot. No. It's a right-winger by the name of Charlie Kirk getting shot and unalived, assassinated, right in front of everybody. And it happened yesterday. Apparently a lone gunman, a lone shooter, one shot, boom, gone. And I want everybody to understand this before I continue. How effing stupid do you have to be as a politician or anyone after watching what happened with Trump? How dumb do you have to be to hold an outside event and not have a kid with a drone for, I don't know, $300 and fly the drone around and make sure no one is on buildings, for crying out loud? Do I have to tell everybody what to do? I'm no security expert, but I promise you, if I'm holding a political event outside, the very first person I'm going to hire is the kid with the drone to make sure there's nobody on the damn roofs. How hard is that? In case you haven't figured it out, the shots aren't coming from the ground. People aren't attacking from the ground. They're going onto rooftops and shooting. Hello? Did you not watch what happened with the President of the United States? Yeah, he was shot at from a rooftop. So, for all of you politicians in the future, you might want to secure the roof. Yeah. You're welcome. Yeah. Secure the roof and pay the kid $300 and just make sure no one is on the rooftops. Fair enough? Number two, I don't care what anybody says. I don't care what any of you say. All of you that are hunters think you are the greatest shots on earth. I've been hunting with some of you. You're not great shots, by the way. You know. And oftentimes you guys have to shoot 3 and 4 times to hit your target. So I'm sick and tired of people telling me, oh, I can do that shot from... First of all, if you look back on the weather, the wind was 8 miles an hour with 20 mile an hour gusts. And if you mean to tell me that you can quickly grab your rifle and do a kill shot in seconds, a kill shot with the wind going and the weather and the temperature and everything that you got to consider, and you have about this much room for the kill shot, you got about this much space, through a tent, through a crowd and everything. Yeah, okay. If you want to believe that's an easy shot, go ahead. You think because you're laying on the ground shooting at a target, that is somehow the same thing. I can assure you it is not. It is not. But so many people are like, oh, I can do that shot. Oh, yeah, that's easy. Yeah. How many people have you shot? How many? Because a lot of you keep bragging that you could do it. Most of you couldn't pull the trigger on a human being. So I don't know what you're talking about. But enough's enough. It was one shot, and it was very effective, and it was done very quickly. And then what's probably the most insane thing about the whole thing, he escaped. He's gone. Poof. Boom. See you later. Like that. That's why, personally, I believe that the person was ex-military. You're not going to convince me that this was a kid that walked up into a Walmart and said, hey, I'd like to buy a rifle. No. I don't believe that. I don't believe that for a second. And yes, I feel terrible. You know, he's a married man with 2 small kids. I feel terrible for his children. Yeah, you should never lose your dad like that. Especially, I think they were there, weren't they? I think I heard they were there. I mean, how awful is that? You know, to basically watch your father get shot and assassinated. You know, what an awful thing. But at the same time that I can say that, I can also say this. Charlie Kirk was not a nice person. He wasn't a nice person at all. And I didn't like him at all. After what he said about Nancy Pelosi's husband, the perpetrator that basically kidnapped them and tried to kill him, Charlie Kirk called that man a hero, and he should be, you know, we should get him out of jail immediately. He should be bonded and gotten out. He's a patriot. I can't forgive him for that. Yeah, you can't make that statement and be a good person in my book. Yeah, and I could go on and on about things that he said that I disagree with. But in my opinion, he was a terrible person. I didn't like him at all. But I can also, in the same breath, said he didn't deserve that. No one deserves that. Especially, I mean, like I said, I don't want to see any child lose their father. But at the same time, you have to realize this is the same guy that said, hey, I want to protect the Second Amendment, so if a few people have to die every year, oh well. It's very possible the good Lord took that literal and went, okay, if you believe that, maybe I'll take you first. Because he believed in gun rights. All right, well, guns took you out. You know what they say, live by the sword, die by the sword. Let me know what you think in the comments. Like I said, I can feel sorry for his wife. I can feel sorry for his family. I can say no one deserves that. But at the same time, I can also say he was not a nice person. He was not. And I want you to understand, he didn't get shot because of his opinions. That's not why he got shot. He got shot because he wanted his opinions to become law. That's the difference. At least that's what I think is the difference. Let me know what you think in the comments. Don't go anywhere. Part 2 to the Dray Way coming up next. The market is booming. Yes, interest rates are going to go down a little bit. They're going to get an interest rate cut. The stock market is booming. Do you have your stash account? Do you have your stash account? Somebody asked me, do I benefit if you get a stash account? Of course I do. You benefit and I benefit. We benefit together. Stash is going to give you $50. You put in $20, you're going to get $50. And you're going to be off and running. And how long have I been telling you guys, get your stash account, get your stash account, get your stash account. Get invested, get invested, get invested. Gold is going up, the stock market is going up, and I want you to be part of it. I want you to be making money too. Because businesses are making money because they're overcharging us. Yes, Haven't you been to the store lately? Oh, yeah. You might as well make some money back somehow, right? And don't forget, the gold link is up there too. Gold prices just keep going higher and higher. The stock market keeps going higher and higher. Like I said, the inflation rate came in today. It's high. I don't know what I find funny about that, but I mean, it's like we all knew that was going to happen. So now the market is excited about the inflation because interest rates are going to go down, and the market's like, "Yay, interest rates go down. Let's roll, baby. Let's roll." I think the market's up like, I don't know, 400 points this morning or something. But interest rates are going to start going down. The interesting thing about that is they start to lower interest rates, inflation will go higher. It's going to go higher. So I have no idea how this is all going to end. All I know is be invested. That's all I can literally say to you. You know, and if you've been watching this show, you know I've been saying, how long have I been telling people to get their stash account? How high has the market gone since I've said, get your stash account? How high has gold gone since I've said gold, 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 gold? And it just keeps going higher and higher and higher and higher. And now with inflation going higher, what do you think gold's going to do? I'm sorry, I can't hear you. What do you think gold's going to do? Yeah. So that's the economic data right now. And yes, the stash account, $50. You got to start it with $20. $20, and they give you 50. So get your stash account. If you're, I also got a link up there for you for gold and silver coins, gold coins. I've got my St. Gaudens coins that I've owned for decades and decades and decades. I got my first 4 St. Gaudens coins trading $8 silver. I traded $8 silver for 4 St. Gaudens coins. Yeah, I know. Best trade I ever made. But at most, and just the most beautiful coins. I mean, just gorgeous coins to have. You know, if you don't own one, if you ever can, it's just like owning a piece of art. It really is. It really is. So don't go anywhere. We still have more to talk about. Part 3 to the Dray Way coming up next. Over the next few months, the thing I want you to watch, particularly in October. October's coming up, and October traditionally is just a bad month for jobs. Traditionally, that's when people start firing a lot of people. And I expect companies in this coming month, October, I expect it to be really, really bad. But that's literally what I want you to watch for the next few months, because I think the job market is about to get very, very sour. And anyone trying to get a job right now will tell you, getting a job right now is no fun. It's no fun trying to get a job. It's no fun. And there are people that have been out there over a year trying to get a job, trying to get interviews, and it's just not working out. It's just not happening. But I want you to pay really close attention, you know, because already the past few months, it hasn't really been talked about, but thousands and thousands and thousands of people have been let go from their job. But in the month of October, I think it's going to get really, really bad. Historically, October, if you make it through October, you're not getting fired in November and December. You know, no one wants to fire people during Thanksgiving and Christmas. So that's why October is the month that you sit there and go, if I just make it through October, I've got a job until next year. But I'm telling you now, there are a lot of people that aren't going to make it. There's a lot of people that are going to lose their jobs. And I want you to pay close attention to October. And if you're one of those people that are on the bubble, just know that the month that you got to get by is October. Like I said, no one's going to fire you I'm not going to say no one, but I'm going to say it's very unlikely for you to get fired during Thanksgiving and Christmas. That's not typically a thing. But October, oh yeah. October is one of those months to watch out for. On a side note, you know, you guys in the comments, I just want to make sure you understand, you guys in the comments, I try to get to every single one. I almost do. There's some of you I miss. But lately I'm trying to get to every single one of you. I love your comments. You guys are the best, especially my Canadians. My Canadians, you guys are the best. You guys crack me up. You guys are the best. So it's the Dray Way. And guess what? The Dray Way is every single day. And if you want to have some fun, pull up a chair, listen to me, argue with me, agree with me, disagree with me, whatever the case may be. Come by, stop by every single day. A new Dray Way show right here. And I hope I see you tomorrow. Have a great day, everybody.
Whoa! Look at that. Water splashing everywhere, and I didn't even get wet. Seriously, if you want a pool like this, call the people at Unique Pool Finishes.
Hey, is that a fish?